don't know if I'm going to prefer pistols or not with the 1-bullet reload. Technically, it's no different than a bow. We'll see. We will see. But so far, this is the map. Well, this is just the island. I think we're only going to get 3 small parts based on the very beginning of the game. So it's like this was a town. This, of course, is a town. I think something down here was also a town. So all of this could be DLC. But I don't know yet. Don't know. What I do know is I am venturing far, far away from where I was wanting to head. I'm like all over the place right now. Just like literally all over the place. I keep trying to do one area and then move somewhere else. Because I think I'm moving in the general direction, but I'm not. Like this. I crossed the river. I didn't mean to cross the river. It wasn't my goal of crossing the river, but I crossed the river. Set up party camp? Party camp. You can set up party camp at large Audra waystones found throughout the living lands. Putting up party camps will fully restore your
After
health.
your voyage, it must be
In
nice
party
to
camps,
spend
you
the
can
night on
speak
dry
with
land.
companions, upgrade.
Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my...
I wasn't finished with that. Speak with companions, upgrade weapons, and enchant gear. Cook. Ooh. Aha. Cook. I knew I kept that stuff for a reason. Store extra items in the party stash and collect gold totems. So guess what? We're gonna cook, everybody. We're gonna cook like we've
My
never
feet facing the bow,
before.
that is. You know, for most people, getting sent to the living lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
I'm an accomplished scholar of the arcane. The Emperor often turns to me with questions that lack easy answers.
You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails?
Yes, I look forward to putting my skills to practical applications. Hardly, I like to complement my research with experience. Should I assume you've never read a book?
The living lands won't disappoint in that regard. Though the experiences on offer here had been the end of plenty of intrepid sorts. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the living lands.
I'm investigating the Dream Scourge. I'd rather talk about why you're helping me. Why would anyone think it's punishment to be sent here?
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
I've seen how bad it can get. People are right to fear. That's why I'm here, to find the source and put a stop to it. What's known about the Dream Scourge?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts. I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many adherent troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
I can understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight for the living lands with the lawless frontier.
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Want to help? I'm going to stop the Dream Scourge once. So, pleasure. You sent me here. That's it. Something here calls me. I don't know what it is, but I feel connected.
Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
I don't seem to think much of.
Don't get me wrong, it's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Living sounds like heaven, chaos, and desperation, in other words. What was it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. So did my commanding officers. That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change. A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah? I joined up with the Rawatayan Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
Is it live? Later part of the century. It must have been before they styled yourself for the role.
Not that long before, but yeah. Back then, we weren't even making pretenses at our purpose there. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Sounds right.
To add, they're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier. Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us. But I didn't see that either.
What did you do?
I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
Just like fighting for other people?
Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rawatayan deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
And how did that work out?
You figured it out faster than I did. It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough. I did. Yeah. For a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
You ain't wrong.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you. What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales? Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere, or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary. A thump on the back and a crack on the skull from a brother who says you should visit more. It's complicated. I guess home usually is. Lashed by storms, battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are. We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from
Village tournament.
Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
Diversity builds strength and character.
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rawatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora. It's been hard-won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it. I'll tell you what I can. Good thing you're asking the expert. I'll tell you what I can.
He's not telling me anything. Not telling me anything at all. All right.
We should be safe enough, but I'll take watch, just in case.
I need to take watch. Enchant unique weapons. Enchanting unique weapons. Select a unique weapon from the left side of the screen to enchant. Choose a replacement for its primary enchantments on the right side of the screen. Enchanting requires specific enchanting materials and currency, of course. It also cannot be undone. Enchanting materials consist of a variety of monster parts, like Zerup's tongue, spider legs, ogre blood, etc.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Upgrading items. Select weapons or pieces of armor from the left side of the screen to upgrade. In order to upgrade, you must have enough upgradable materials. Indy. Thank you for the raid. All right, I'll do my spiel, waiting for my shout out button to work. So, Andy, first off, you need to tell me what you were playing. You need to tell me how much fun you were having. Did we have a good time? And was it fun? Now that that's out of the way, welcome in, Raiders. If you've never been here before, my name is Nerok. I'm a variety streamer that streams anything and everything under the sun, from old classic games such as those from Nintendo, Sega, and us old people of the DOS era before Windows was a thing. You know, us older generation that had tough games and had to save quite often because we didn't have autosave. All the way up to the newest release games, i.e. what we are playing now, which is Avowed. And I am enjoying this quite a bit. This has a lot of Elder Scrolls feel but not Elder Scrolls exact.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out.
Nice. Very nice. Make your own raid emote is what you need to do. No, you can use my raid emote. Raid bugs, right? We are so back. So, yeah. So far, this does have somewhat of a Elder Scrolls feel, but it is unique to itself. So, if Skyrim is the only thing that you have played from Elder Scrolls, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You should really look into Oblivion, or even one of my most favorites, Morrowind. Morrowind is much harder. Morrowind doesn't give you the exact location of where to go. You kind of have to read the quest and figure it out, which is kind of nice and fun of the adventuring type. But this gives me more Oblivion feel to it. It is unique in its own way as far as the spells go. The combat is kind of the same as long as you take auto aim off. It definitely gives you more of a fluent weapon attacking. It doesn't lock onto the target, which is kind of nice. But it also gives you the ability, which is what makes Elder Scrolls so fond of its gameplay, is you can literally do whatever. I am technically a scryer, which is a magic user, but I am converting him into magic and warrior. So in essence, I am going to be a battle mage. And from what I just found out, probably about 15 minutes ago, within the skill tree. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sleep. All right. Good night, Asher. Thanks for stopping by. From what I found out in the mage's skill tree, is that you can actually learn the spells from your grimoires, which is your magic books, and permanently know them, which is great. The downfall of that is that you can only have up to 4 spells on your quick spell or your quick bar, which is your directional buttons. So having a grimoire with 4 spells attached to it plus 3, because you'll definitely want one for potions, depending on if you want to keep only magic potions or energy potions, essence potions, or healing potions itself, is up to you. If you want to keep both of them on your quick bar, or your quick bar, then you're only going to have 2 spells attached to your quick bar plus 4 of the grimoire books. But no one ever said I keep a handful of spells. So we'll see how things go. We'll see how it all meshes. But I'm looking at going battle mage, which means I'm probably going to go I think I want to go axe, but I could go sword. Definitely don't want to go wand. That's kind of more of the caster way. I've just done a lot of wanding with playing Hogwarts recently that I'm kind of burnt out on using a wand. So we're going to use book and learn the spells from those books to become a more powerful sorcerer, and then of course being part warrior, so battle mage in essence. That's the goal for this this playthrough. So the other thing I like about this, which also Elder Scrolls started, is the freedom of roaming. I haven't even touched the main storyline yet. I'm just roaming the countryside. Well, not true. I just opened up the party place. So, ooh, upgrade material types. Materials come in. Oh, sorry. Indy. I know 1, you're not feeling the greatest. 2, you just got off of streaming. So if you need to go take care of yourself, eat, pee, poop, stretch, walk, smoke, drink, dance, watch a TV show, clean, drive, anyway, whatever you need to do. Go ahead, take off, do what you need to do. I will be here. I will entertain your lovely people that you have left me with. And I'll be here. So upgrade material types. Materials come in numerous types, which with their own purpose. Let's see, it looks like steel bars and wood, weapon materials, metals like iron chunks, and woods like softwood branches are the primary materials used to upgrade weapons. Armor materials, out of all those, might take a pee. Obviously, I'm here until I go to sleep. Oh, yeah, and if you need to sleep, by all means. What the hell? Cat hair. Ugh. If you need to sleep, go to bed. I appreciate the raid, but I'd appreciate it more if you take care of yourself. We'd like to keep you around. Armor materials, skins like pelts and tan hides, etc. are the primary materials used to upgrade armor. Universal herbs, native herbs, or herbs, however you want to pronounce it, like paradisium ladder and Helena's Talion, etc. are used to upgrade all items. Adra, and a variant are used to upgrade unique items across quality tiers. Enchanted materials, a variety of monster pots like zero tongues, spatter legs, and ogre's blood, which I have not seen an ogre yet, are used to enhance and augment unique weapon enchantments. So, for one, we're not doing this. Ooh, crafting. Crafting. There is crafting in here. I'm here until I go to sleep. Okay, so there's that. Party stash. No. I was promised cooking first. Aha! Cooking recipes. Select a recipe to cook from the left side of the screen. You can view the resulting consumables and its enhanced effects in the middle side of the screen. Select your ingredients on the right side of the screen. So, let's see. Cooked, cured, just cooked meat. Where is my... I'm looking for... Oh, wait. This is the recipe. Never mind. Yes. And craft all 4. Oh. No animation? No nothing? Okay. 150 essence regeneration. That is attack. Look, a chocolate chip cookie, or a chocolate cookie. One perception, dexterity, 10% movement speed. Grenades. Grog. Cures poison, bleed, and elemental accumulations, and restores health based on the amount cured. 70% poison, bleed, and elemental damage resistance.